It was not a joke when we said in the beginning of this liturgy that it's one of the longest liturgies they would ever participate. There is a beauty and there is a wisdom in the length of this liturgy. Definitely, it's not for everybody, as you can see. It's not for everybody. It's only for those who really want to keep the vigil. It's only for those who really want to keep the vigil. It's not for the weak. It's not for the impatient. Or no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is for the weak and impatient. Maybe it is something that we need to learn over here. If you feel a little fidgety, if you want to get up and leave already, it's a right feeling. This liturgy is supposed to be long. It's supposed to be long. Imagine how are we going to condense 2,000 years of Christianity and then some thousands of years of the history of salvation in this just a few hours, an hour and a half. This is the beauty of this liturgy, to condense everything in this one meaningful Mass, one meaningful liturgy. I don't think it is my place to explain the meaning of all the symbols that accompany us right now. We all know the meaning of the light, the meaning of the darkness. We're pretty familiar with that. When you were flipping the light over there, before you go to sleep, you say good night, you're done, and turn it back on. We know the meaning of the darkness, the nighttime, and the meaning of the light, the daytime. So I don't think it's my place to explain it. What I want to pay attention to, and what I want you to notice is Matthew, who in today's gospel writes about those two women, Mary and Mary of Magdalene, who are going to the tomb, and the tomb is empty. I want you to pay attention to the feelings that might be there. Well, they're planning to go and, put the oils on Jesus, see his dead body. I'm sure they're grieving, and they're going over there and it's empty. It's empty. There's nothing there. Just imagine the questions that are rising. What happened? Where's Jesus? They're fearful. They're fearful. And there's an angel that says, do not be afraid. It's a Matthew thing to do. Matthew likes to calm people down. He says, do not be afraid. Even though they're freaking out. They don't know what's going on. It's empty. Where is he? So many questions. Why are you, so bright? Who are you? Are you an angel? All those things are there. Matthew is pretty good when it comes to writing about feelings. It's interesting that he's a man writing about women's feelings. That always strikes me with Matthew. He doesn't write about the feelings of the apostles who are not there, right? You can't write about them because they're not there. He writes about women. They're fearful. So they're going to tell the apostles that he resurrected, he's alive, he resurrected, and then they run into Jesus himself, who says the same thing, do not be afraid. Okay, I'm okay. Don't be afraid, I resurrected. So they're running, being fearful, but overjoyed. There's two feelings, fear and joy. Sounds familiar? How many times in your life you were fearful? Events in your life that scared you. But at the end, maybe after a very long journey, there was that joy. There was that joy. I had a conversation with Tim yesterday. And he was talking about his aunt who has an Alzheimer. It's a unique sickness. It's a fear for the family because they wake up and every day they don't know what's happening to the patient. They don't know what's happening to the family member. There's fear, right? But it's always the joy that maybe she remembers him. Maybe she knows who he is. Maybe she appreciates the fact that he takes care of her. When you think of a labor, women, you know more than me about labor, about the pain of the labor. I know nothing about it, okay? So I'm going to play Matthew tonight, and I'm going to play and talk about your feelings. I'm sure there's a lot of pain and a lot of unknowing giving birth to the baby. And there's a lot of waiting too, right? The men, we usually wait outside, and you see the old good movies, they're waiting in the waiting room, and the woman screaming in the delivery room. There's this fear, but there's also a joy at the end, a new life, new birth. And then you forget about the pain. You never remember what happened there because you have your children and you really love them and take care of them. So those two feelings, fear and joy. There's a lot of events in our life that are sucking out the life out of us. A lot of events. A lot of things that happen over the time of our life that are, put us down, make us maybe sad, depressed. We're trying to find our place in the world, and there are the moments in our life where we feel joy. We see joy. We enjoy our lives. That's what we usually say. We say enjoy, right? So I think the liturgy of the Easter Vigil is the moment to remind us that no matter what, no matter how many fears in life we have, no matter what happens, there's always a hope that there's joy at the end. And I hope that you're able to find the joy. Find the joy in today's liturgy, but also find the joy in this beautiful community, in your family. Right? Maybe there's a lot going on, but let's hope that there's joy at the end. Let's hope that there's this resurrection in our life. That's why we come here every year. We don't come here every 10 years to celebrate resurrection, but we come here every year to celebrate resurrection. This is the cycle of our life. Liturgy is a part of our life as well. But this is the cycle, because we all go through this, ups and downs in our lives, the fears and joys. So I'm wishing you happy Easter. I'm wishing you new resurrections in your lives, wishing you new lives, new hopes, whatever it is that's coming your way. God bless you.